Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about resilient business strategies that you can use to supersize and grow your business right now. I was going to talk about the travel and lodging industry today with respect to this specifically, but I decided to go more general in terms of what are some resiliency strategies? How do we be resilient? How do we build resilience into our organizations so no matter what happens, we will continue to survive and actually thrive in challenging times? The truth is, challenging times are what help us to build and grow and supersize our business. They are the death of many businesses, but they are also the rocket ship that gets lit underneath other businesses that go on to become local legends or names on the tip of everybody's tongue. So let's talk about this. What are some key components of resilient businesses? Well, number one, adaptability. You got to be able to quickly respond to changing things in our world and in our businesses, right? The environment, the economy, the weather, the ability to get supplies, etc. Depending on your business, it's going to be slightly different, but you have to be willing to adapt to change and challenges that pop up in business and in life. We have to be innovative. We have to look for new and improved ways of doing things, both in our processes, in our technology, in our products and services, the way we create and deliver them to our customers. We have to look for sustainability. Guess what? We all live in one world, one planet, and there are things that we do in our businesses, and there are literally thousands of horror stories of things businesses have done in the past, and we don't want to be like that because we want to use our business to make the world a better place. At least if you're listening to me, I hope that's what you believe as well. That's why I share strategies. That's why I share ideas. That's why I share anything, is because I'm hoping to help you use your business to make the world a better place for those you love and care about. And then beyond that, others as well. And that means caring a little bit about the planet and what we're doing and how we're doing it. If we're doing something in an unethical way or a way that harms other living things or people or places, then that's probably not the right thing to do. If anything makes me feel the least bit icky or questionable, the answer is no, I just don't do it. So sustainability is important, and there's lots of ways, and the way the governments or the world defines sustainability and defines what's right for the planet and eco-friendly, you have to ask yourself, again, just like we talked yesterday about compliance issues and things, are you complying or are you being proactive? And I say always be, just like innovation, on the edge of being proactive, because that's going to serve you better than just doing what you have to do because you're told to do it. It's like, do you follow the laws because they're laws, or do you just do it because it's the right thing to do? I just say it's a lot easier to do the right thing and to make the world a better place than it is to be worried about or looking over your shoulder because Big Brother or the authorities are going to come knocking on your door someday. We want to be customer centric. That is probably one of the best strategies. And we've seen so many companies that have used this to absolutely thrive and grow and dominate their industry. I think Apple, there's Apple and there's Android, right? And there's a whole bunch of companies that do Android, but Apple is Apple. It's the only one. It was $1 trillion business. And because they focus on how can they serve their customers better? How can they give their customers a better experience, etc. Amazon is also the same way. It's all based on consumers' feedback, and they turn around, they use that feedback to make their customer experience better. So what are some strategies that we can use to build resilience if our company is just what it is and we haven't ever even thought about resilience before? One of the things we want to do is we want to diversify our services, our products, our services, and the things that we offer to our customer base. One of the fastest ways to grow and build and supersize your business is to offer different levels of service or products, or products with services or done for you services with your products, to make sure that the people that are using your products get the best possible outcome from them. People buy products and services to solve a problem that they have. So if you can help them solve that problem faster and successfully solve that problem, they become your evangelists that go out and share and spread the word about your business, which helps you to be more resilient. We want to invest in technology. I know. We've got so many things we need to invest in. And sometimes we feel like we have to invest in one thing or the other. But the truth is, if we are not investing in ourselves and in our future and our business and the development of the people that are helping us grow that business, we will run into trouble. So we want to invest in people. I didn't even put this on my list, but people and technology, and make sure that we are adopting systems that are on the leading edge of innovation and creativity so that we can, again, improve our customers' experience and make the people that are helping us build our organization, their lives and their jobs better and easier, more efficient and more effective. We want strong customer relationships. I don't know how many times I talk about the importance of actually building relationships with your customers. You're going to have super duper tight relationships with all of your customers. You don't marry everybody. You marry one person usually, or maybe 3 to 5, depending on your personal choice and situations. But you have a core group of people that you do form tight relationships with. They become your lifelong customers, and they have so much valuable information that they can help us with to know what to do, what's right for our customers, what's not, how to build our business. Like I say, people will tell us everything we need to know if we just ask and then listen and actually do something with the responses that they give us and accept the feedback. Hey, if they say they hate our new product, what do they hate about it? And then how can we fix that to make sure that we don't try to force things down people's throat that they actually don't need or want? Sustainable practices. We want to, again, incorporate user-friendly and ecologically friendly systems and processes into our business. If we are sourcing materials that cause more damage to the environment than they're worth, maybe we can find a different resource or a different material to create our packaging or our products out of. We want to be involved in the community. We want to engage in the communities that we actually operate in. It's so easy to do, yet so many businesses don't do it at all. We want to have a long-term environmental focus in terms of what is the long-term impact of our decisions, our choices, the things that we're doing in our business, because they will come back to roost. I live in an area where 3M and DuPont and a lot of different manufacturing organizations have operated for decades. And I just watched that DuPont special or that DuPont movie on about Teflon on, I don't know if it was on Netflix or one of the streaming services, but I was like horrified at the things that businesses do, and they continue to do, and it happens in every industry, but it does get out, and then people know, right? It's kind of like a lie. If you tell a lie, it usually builds on itself, and it always gets out. So why would you bother? It's not sustainable. Another strategy is to prepare for economic fluctuations. Do you have contingency plans? Anybody that doesn't have contingency plans after the pandemic of, the 2020 debacle and stuff that happened, I got to ask you, what are you thinking? Because I know in manufacturing, we always had contingency plans for natural disasters, for, floods, freezing, depending on where you live, tornadoes, hurricanes. You would have a contingency plan. What am I going to do if my factory gets shut down? What am I going to do if my factory gets damaged? What are our backup plans, right? Contingency plans are just backup plans. Got to have them. I know very few people that had pandemic in their contingency plans before 2020, but almost everybody does now. Why? Because you never know if a health concern is going to come along now, because now that they pandemicked, we can have one anytime that's convenient for certain powers that want to impact the world in a negative way, right? So we need to be careful and be prepared for that. So we want to be prepared for that. And then what are some of the ways we do that are, number one, having insurance. But if there's a pandemic, everything shuts down and insurance becomes not necessarily helpful, or it doesn't necessarily pay out in a timely fashion in order to keep our business going and surviving. So we need to also be finding ways to mitigate risk. What are some, as part of our contingency plans, what are risk management strategies that we've got in place to ensure that we have warning bells when we see different things changing? I always have warning I call them warning bells, but you can call them something a little more professional. I always have key trigger points that cause me to pay more attention to certain key performance indicators so that I know whether we're going up or down. Up in a good way, we want to do more of that. Down in a bad way, we want to immediately stop the bloodletting or whatever. Hopefully it never gets to the bloodletting stage, but we want to make sure that we're doing something to mitigate our risks and to make sure that we're not going to implode because of things that are outside of our control. All right, that's all I've got today. Love to know how resilient you think your organization is right now on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, hey, I'm not very resilient, I'm at the whims of the world, 10 being, hey, we are on top of this, we got this, we got everything we need in place to make sure that we survive for the long run. That's it. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another interesting strategy to supersize and grow your business. Have an awesome day.